Well, it's supposed to be a vacation day for me, but I never really get any time off, and having some eBay troubles. I sent this guy a mirror off an old Catalina that Jeff has in his yard, and we have no idea what the bracket is, or the gasket, one of those two things. So I'm like, hey Jeff, do you have that bracket? He brings it down, but that was for the passenger side, so we have no idea where the driver's side bracket is, and it's got the remote, so it has to be that bracket. So I'm searching around on the internet. I'm gonna run down to the junkyard here in a little bit, but I don't have any hopes that they have any 60s Pontiacs laying around down there. So I'm gonna break the news to that guy. Not really sure how it's gonna go. I'll probably just end up giving him all his money back. So telling him to keep the mirror, and maybe he can find something online for his bracket. Not sure. But went up to the parts store and got me a new headlight, because that headlight blew up on me the other day. I really don't remember how to change these, because I haven't, done much to this car for 20 years. I'm sure it's not the original headlight. I'm sure I've changed it at some point. But, I mean, it could be. I don't know. But, I know it looks like I will have to take the bezel off there and see what's behind there. Hopefully the screws come out. Being in there at least 20 years, I never know. But we'll grab a screwdriver and see what happens. That's rare. Grab the Phillips right off instead of grabbing 20 screwdrivers and them all being flatheads. And when you need a flathead, it's the exact opposite, of course. Every single screwdriver you find is a Phillips. Oftentimes when that happens, a butter knife becomes a flathead screwdriver for me. But we found the Phillips. We're gonna see what happens here on these screws. Well, it's turning. Kind of weird. I'm gonna put you down and get back to you when I got all these out. Great. That screw jumped out and flew away. Hopefully I can find it. Probably don't remember this one being so beat up, but it's all bent up everywhere. And I got a couple other ones laying around, so maybe I'll check and see if one of those is better. But if you're doing this, there's two screws under here. When it's setting up like that, they're hard to see. Two on the top and two here, and it comes right off. Didn't have any problems with the screws. I found the one I dropped, so that was good. And let's take a look in here. Oh, well, I don't want to question, engineering and whatnot, but when you have Phillips screws holding the headlight bezel on, why wouldn't you just go ahead and put Phillips screws in there? Now I have to go find a flathead. And I'm thinking where one might be. I'll go grab one. Garage trip number 2 for a flathead. Let's see. Well, this must just be my day. There's tools I need laying around everywhere. Besides the whole eBay debacle. I don't know. Maybe he'll be cool with it. I don't know. Well, here we go. Take this screw out there. And This screw out here, they're right next to your adjuster screws. Don't take out the wrong one. And the thing just kind of falls out. This little ring here is held on by a spring back there. So that should stay in there. And put it right back up in there when you're done. So now we'll unplug this and plug in the new light. Well, fellas and ladies, the parts store computer, you know, knows all. But I guess it didn't know this one, because I opened this box and I just don't think this is gonna work out. That looks more like for maybe a you know, 55 through 57 Chevy. So just had to walk back up to the parts store to swap that out. So the kid says, unfortunately all we're going to have is a hiker. What that means, or if it's a horrible brand, it is. But as long as it fits and it doesn't blow up, I don't think I'm going to drive this thing a whole lot at night anyway. But, you know, in case I happen to have to, or stay late somewhere later than I expect, it would be nice to have headlights. I mean, I'm alright with running one, but the police, you know, they don't really care for that. And I don't really need to get pulled over in this thing. So we'll get this other headlight on, see how it works. Okay, so I might see his concern where unfortunately we're just gonna have ICO. Maybe look at the applications here. But I mean, you know, with the whole rat rod thing going on these days, why not put a swimming pool bulb in your car? I mean, if it works, right? Cool, landscapes, and airport. Doesn't say anything about automobiles. But we'll see if it works. I'm not real keen on this because the plug doesn't fit all the way into my socket. So I don't know how long I'll keep that in there. Or maybe wrap it with tape. I don't know. But let's see if it comes on here. It is on. Now that side's not on. Come on. Seriously. I don't know, I'll wrap that in tape for now. But I don't like that. So here's a little tip that you might find handy. When you got the screws to your headlight bezel laying on the hood, don't open the hood. Or at least take the screws off before you do that. So, like, where did these screws go? Well, I found one, two of them. There's one stuck in the wiper cowl thing here. I'll see if I can get that out of there. On magnetic screwdriver. Well, I ended up ordering a headlight online from Rock Auto. It was cheaper for the price, but with shipping it came out the same as the parts store. But if I can't get the right headlight from the parts store, I'll try this one online. And sitting here, I realized that most of my videos have some sort of background noise in them. Sorry about that. Got the washer running right now. But what can you do? I'll sit here, I watched the tracking, the headlights coming from Chicago, but it's taken like a week to get here. I could have just drove over there and got it, but oh well. We'll see if that works when it gets here.